right, well, we're all watching this story. Harvard University in court this week facing claims of racial bias against Asian Americans seeking admission. The closely watched trial expected to have major implications on college campuses nationwide. Jackie Heinrich is live in Boston with the latest on this. Jackie.
Sandra, this trial could have a lasting impact on affirmative action and admissions practices as we know it. The suit alleges that Harvard discriminates against Asian Americans using a quota to limit the number it admits. It's a departure from typical race-conscious admissions suits, since this one alleges that a minority group is unfairly penalized. The head of Students for Fair Admissions organized protesters at a rally on Sunday.
We have spent 4 years gathering evidence. That evidence now goes before the court, and we're hopeful and confident that based on the weight of that evidence, the court will decide that Harvard's admissions policies are unconstitutional.
Students defending the school held an opposing rally. Harvard denies the allegations and says what's at stake is the ability of colleges and universities to create diverse communities. Constitutional law professor and trial lawyer Martin Garbus says the case could reach the U.S. Supreme Court.
I think the effect of the case can be enormous. I think that with the new Supreme Court, it can be an end to affirmative action as we know it.
This is a bench trial, so a judge will decide whether Harvard's policy violates civil rights law. Sandra?
And Jackie, the Department of Justice already has weighed in on this case?
The Department of Justice released a statement before either side of this case saw the inside of a courtroom. In August, they wrote, "Substantial evidence also demonstrates that Harvard admissions officers and committees consistently monitor and manipulate the racial makeup of incoming classes, which has resulted in stable racial demographics in Harvard's admitted classes from year to year." The Supreme Court has called such attempts to racially balance the makeup of a student body patently unconstitutional. Now, yesterday, a smattering of protesters did gather outside the federal courthouse here in Boston. That trial will begin again in just a few minutes at 10 o'clock. Sandra?
Could have massive implications. We'll be watching this. Jackie Heinrich, thank you.
Mike Pompeo, high-level meetings right now in Saudi Arabia.